Hey everybody, it's me, it's Morgana. I'm here to do the YouTube Pagan Challenge Week 3 this week, and this week's topic is altars, shrines, and sacred spaces. I've been watching videos already this week, and as I expected to see, there's been a huge variety of what people have shown. There's also some people that haven't shown. They'll tell you about their sacred spaces, but they're not comfortable with showing them to you, and you know what, that's fine. Because people, it's one of the things that I've noticed that we get most passionate about, when we get most protective of. Besides our book or shadows or grimoires, our altars and our sacred spaces are just as, if not more so than just as important to us. Because, you know, tools come, go, you don't need them, you do, some people do need them, some people don't. But an altar or a sacred space, which for some people prefer to go outside, and that's their sacred space. Some people don't have an altar set up in their house or a shrine, but when they want to commune or get in touch with deity or spirit, they will just walk outside, put their bare feet on the ground, and just do it that way. And I've done it that way before too. And if you've never done it, it's called earthing. It is amazing. Unfortunately, this time of year, it's rather difficult for me to get my behind out there to do that, because I don't handle cold well. If you're new, let me tell you right now, I don't handle cold well. It's why I live in Florida. And even here in Florida, right, see, I have an outside space that's dedicated to, I'll leave offerings out there, and it's, if you can see, like right there, that tree right there, it's a little hard to see because it's getting dark outside. That tree right there, that is part of it, and this part right here, unfortunately, is in the way. You can't see the ground, because right here I have a fire pit, and then this space that it's like a circle, it's a brick circle, and inside I have 2 plants of rosemary on the north and south, and then on the east and west I have lemon balm. I want to say it's lemon balm, and I did those last year. And then the tree is inside this brick circle, but it's outside the little circle I've made with those 4 plants. And then inside the circle of the 4 plants, I will leave offerings. If I leave, either that or I'll leave them in my hibiscus, but usually I'll leave them there. It's too cold. I'm sorry. I can't bring myself to go out there to show y'all. But that's outside. If I'm doing something outside, you can pretty much bet that space and the fire pit are going to be involved. I turned it down a little bit, sorry. Okay, sorry. I don't know how loud that is for you, but it's like right here, and it's on my good side, so I can hear it, and it's a little bit, I think it might be a little bit loud. My inside, I would show you guys my inside spaces, but my main altar is in no condition to be shown right now. I'm in the middle of rearranging my stuff yet again. I had moved, I think it was 6 months ago or so. I had my altar on the north. I've pretty much always had my altar in the north. I tried the east. East didn't work for me. And for the longest time, I had my altar in the north. And then I got told it needed to be moved to the west. So I moved it all over to the west. And I reconfigured the mud. I used like several different kind kind of cubby things or whatever. I stand them on the end, and they all kind of stand next to each other. It makes a larger workspace for me. Well, I had gotten the idea to also incorporate my bookcase into that, and for up until 2 weeks ago, it was working fine, and all of a sudden I was like, bookcase has got to go. It's got to be moved. It's got to be moved back to the north. Knowledge, because I was keeping the books there, and it's like, no, knowledge needs to be in the north. So that's what I did. I moved the bookcase back, and once I finally get that situated, I'm going to do a video about that. It's going to be a very short video. As if I'm capable of doing a short video. Because you know me. I rambles. Because I'm doing it now. But I'm in the middle of rearranging. My candles are being moved. I'm still trying to figure out where I want certain things to go. So it's in no condition to be shown right now. It's just, I don't feel comfortable about it. So yeah, I will show my altar, just not in this video. I have an ancestor shrine out in my living room. It's fairly simple. It's really not, I have a framed photo of some relatives that passed away, and then I have my grandfather is from Glasgow, and I have an old tour book of Glasgow, and then I found this, I know I did a video of it, I found this pewter bagpiper about this tall, and my grandfather played the bagpipes and the drums in a pipe band, up until, I want to say, he finally stopped, mid-90s, he stopped, and then they moved up here from Fort Lauderdale too, so he couldn't play in that band anymore. But that was a large part of growing up for me. We went to the Highland Games. That was just something we always, when I was younger, that's what we did. And I take my kids to the Highland Games. But off track again, swerving it back. So that's what my main spaces are. But it's been interesting watching other people, because you've seen the range from where people who barely have anything to like where they'll have like a couple of candles and a statue, and that works for them. That's all they need, and that's great. That really is. I mean, because something I've learned, and I especially noticed it the past year because I've been dialing it back this past year myself, is you'll go through cycles of the items that you use, how much you use, how little you use, things you don't use anymore you can put away for a little while, and then years later they can come calling you back going, hey, you need to start using me again. I'm finding I'm trying to emote it and I can't. I can't emote it. I can't. I'm trying it. The words are there. They're just not, I can't emote it properly. But I've also seen people this week who have all this awesome stuff on their altars. And, I've watched a couple where they put like a slideshow together of their altars, how they change it through the seasons and everything. It's just been this week's challenge, as with the past challenges, and I'm sure the challenges to come, have been very eye-opening and satisfying, and just reaffirming the fact of how everyone's needs differ in the practice. And a lot of us say it over and over and over again. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. Doing these challenges kind of breaks that down and goes to show people, hey, this is what I do. And then you can go and see somebody else and say, hey, this is what I do. And then somebody else that says, and all of these people can do something completely, totally different. But the main core of it is, this is my spiritual path. It's just, I can't begin to explain how glad I am that this was started. It's just an awesome, awesome thing. I'm telling her, it's just been so awesome. Being able to, you know, put my 2 cents in and then go listen to everybody else's 2 cents. And it's, yes, it gives you a sense, it helps increase that sense of community because so many people are participating. Oh my gosh, so many people are participating. It's introduced me to several new people. Sorry, cat distraction. I've subscribed to, I don't know how many new people over the past couple weeks. And you watch somebody you're subscribed to, and then you just like scroll down a little bit, and well, it's on my phone, so I scroll down a little bit, and then I'll see, okay, the recommendations that they put. Somebody did the same topic, and it's somebody I've never watched before. And awesome people. I've lost count of how many the awesome people that I've run across in the past couple weeks. So it's been awesome. This challenge has been extremely satisfying. Don't regret it a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. This is week 3. It's Altar, Shrines, and Sacred Spaces. If you haven't done any videos yet, and you want to, it's never too late to jump in. You can jump in week 3. You want to start with week 3? Start with week 3. If you want to go back and do week 1, 2, and 3, do that. Like I said, if you don't want to participate, that's fine too. We'll be here. We'll be here for the next video and whatnot. So it's nice seeing you all again. Yes, baby, I see you. It was great seeing you guys again. I will see you guys next time. Like, comment, subscribe, that lovely mess. I will see you guys next time. Bye.